What is up, you guys? This is All Day Any Day One on the PS4, and I'm going to be giving you another Assassin's Creed Odyssey video. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the epic and legendary gear, as well as epic and legendary weapons. This is kind of like a little rant or discussion with you guys. It's not something that's going to be super beneficial or anything with like bills or anything, but you know, it's just like I said, it's just like a little rant. You guys can put in your own comments. You can have a little discussion on whether you think epic gear is better or legendary gear. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and go right into it. So when you look at legendary gear, the first thing that pops up is going to be set bonuses normally, something that you can get that only legendary gear can get while other gears cannot get. And obviously with the legendary set or legendary gear, you can get the set bonuses, but that only happens when you get all 5 pieces of your gear. And not only that, legendary gear only gives you 2 default stats and then 1 engrave slot. So with that 1 engrave slot, you're looking at 3 extra, or technically 3 stats, and then that 1 set bonus. Now with epic gear gets 3 default stats and 1 engrave slot. And that's not just with one piece of gear, that's all your pieces of gear. When you look at your set bonuses for your legendary gear, it's going to, when you have all 5 pieces, you're going to have that 1 stat, and that 1 stat's going to be the same for everything. And the thing about that is it doesn't stack, obviously, because that would be very overpowered, because obviously that'd be 100% element or all resistance if all of them were to stack. So the way that I kind of see it as is I'm only going to count my headpiece with 4 stats. Everything else technically has 3 stats, because that all resistance is not applicable to anything else except as a whole. Now when you go to your purple gear, you can put all of your set bonuses if you wanted, pretty much. So like on the helmet, I can pretty much apply but whatever legendary set is available for that helmet or for that headpiece if I wanted to. And then the same thing with the arms and the legs and the boots and the chest piece. I can do that with all of the epic pieces. And honestly, I think that's kind of where I don't really understand why epic gear is better than legendary gear in that type of sense, because you can build your epic gear the way you want it to be built. Even though legendary gear does have some really nice stats, like the demigod's chestplate gives you warrior damage and 5% to all damage, but it's just that it just doesn't really make sense to me on why you have to have every piece in order to get 1 extra stat, when you can just apply that extra stat to, like, let's say the chest piece, and then my legs, I can do the same exact thing and get a completely different legendary set and apply it to my legs. And then the same with the boots, gloves, and helmet. It's just, I don't know. But anyways, I guess a little thing that I would like for them to, I guess, change, if they could change it, is with the legendary gear, 2 different ways. So one way is to make it to where the engraves for legendary gears, instead of giving it 1 engrave slot, give it 2 engrave slots. So that way it still gives you 4 stats as well as that set bonus. So it's pretty much like the epic gear. It gives you 4 stats like the epic gear, but you're also getting that set bonus from having all of the legendary gears. Or the other option is, with each legendary gear you get extra bonuses. So if you only have 1 legendary gear, you get 1 bonus. And then if you have 2, you can get the first and the second bonus. If you have 3, you get the first, second, third, fourth one, or 4 pieces, you get first all the way to the 4th bonus. And then if you have all 5 pieces, you get all 5 bonuses. So like, let's say for example, for the Greek hero set, this is kind of like a tanky type of build. What it would technically do, I guess, it would be like, for the headpiece would be something like, it would give you 20% more armor if you had 1 piece, and then 2 pieces would give you like 30% more health. Third piece would give you 20% all resistance. So you're looking at extra armor, extra health, all extra resistance. Fourth one would be, I guess you have a 15% or 20% extra chance to ignore half damage. or deflect damage or something like that. And then the fifth one would give you, I guess, something like you would gain a shield that's based off 100% of your health or something like that. I don't know. Just I think that would have been a really really cool idea, kind of like the way Diablo works. Obviously, in Diablo, you have to have at least two pieces of the gear in order. I think it's two or three pieces of the gear in order to get the actual gear set bonus. Yeah, no, it's two pieces of the gear to actually get the first set bonus of that legendary, or not legendary, the I think it was legendary. I haven't played Diablo 3 in a while, so, but you know what I mean. Like you need to at least have two pieces, or if you play the Division, or something like that. Anything with gear sets, pretty much, they give you multiple different tiers or different set bonuses for having more pieces. I think that would have been a much better route that they went with, rather than having to have all five pieces and getting only one stat. Now, sorry about that whole entire little rant, but now with the legendary weapons, I think it's in a good spot because they're pretty much equal in a way with legendary weapons and epic weapons. But the thing that makes legendary weapons a little bit better is the fact that legendary weapons can have pretty much up to they can have up to two legendary engraves. They can have their default legendary engrave, and then they can have one that you can just slap right on from another legendary weapon that has the legendary engrave. But with epics, you can only get one legendary engrave, but you can have three other really good stats. And the other good thing about the legendary difference with epic is it will always be 1% higher in its ability damage types. So hunter, warrior, and assassin damage, legendary is always going to cap at 15%, while epic is going to cap at 14%. But the extra damage or the extra stats like all damage, crit chance, the headshot damage, etc., is going to both be capped at the same amount. They'll go up to the same amount or whatever. Obviously, with legendary gear, you're also going to have more armor too compared to epic. But if you're playing on nightmare, that little bit of extra armor isn't going to make a big difference anyways. So that's honestly it though with this little rant video, informational type thing. I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know what I'm going to call it. But anyways, if you want to input your own like ideas of what they could do, or if you think it's fine where it's at, and let me know why you think it's fine where it's at, and let's have a nice little discussion about it and whatnot. I guess I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I just got off work, but yeah, that's pretty much it with this video. If it helped you at all with any type of information or anything, go ahead and leave a like. If you thought this was a pretty cool little or pretty interesting rant, also leave a like. And also don't forget to hit that sub if you want to see more content for Assassin's Creed or other video games that I tend to play and post. And that's pretty much it. This is All Day Any Day 1 on the PS4. Have a good day, good night, and peace.